Okay, hey, I'm Angela Bray, and this is Scott Nobles. We're both with the Stormwater Division, and today we're going to kind of show you a quick runabout how to actually make a rain barrel. We've been doing this for a little over a year now. We have workshops for the city where citizens are able to come in and learn how to actually make these rain barrels. It's actually a really quick process. We do this in order to conserve water, and also to reduce the runoff of stormwater pollution, and also to help citizens save money. So this way we're able to bring the citizens in, have a quick lunch and a quick presentation on the issues with stormwater and why it's important to protect our water quality within the city. And we actually get citizens involved and hands-on to construct a rain barrel. Literally, basically, whenever you come in, it'll probably take about 10 minutes. We do go ahead and pre-drill the holes for the people in the workshop, which we've done here today. But in order to do that, we use a 4-inch hole saw to do the top hole. This will be where your gutter actually runs into to your rain barrel, which will actually collect the water. If you do not have a gutter, which a lot of people do not in Valdosta, which I don't at my house, but you can put it at the eaves of your house, basically a central location where the rainwater will run off and it will go into this hole. So again, this is a 4-inch hole saw, and then you will use a drill, which is on the ground, and Scott, if you'll pick that up, to use this to drill the hole, and that will be your top hole. And then you will then go to a 1 1/8 hole saw to drill your top hole right here is your overflow spill. And then we have a bottom hole at the very bottom of the rain barrel. That will be where your spigot goes to actually run your water hose to. So once you get the holes drilled, which like I said, we do pre-drill these holes for you if you would like to attend a workshop. We just actually held a workshop, last week? Yeah, last Friday, and we usually do about 2 to 3 a year for citizens. You usually have to come in and RSVP pretty early because the class does fill up pretty quick. We usually do anywhere between 15 and 20 citizens to come in and do the rain barrels. We get these rain barrels for free, which is the best part because we actually do these really cheap. We do order the spigots and the bulkheads. And all of this can actually be bought at your local hardware store, so that you can actually go home and construct your own if you'd like. But we get these rain barrels from car washes around the city, so they're free. So not only are they free, but we also are preventing them from being dumped into the landfill. So we're reusing rain barrels that once held car soaps and things like that. So next, what we'll do is we'll go ahead and construct the rain barrel to kind of show you, and we'll do a step-by-step process of how we go about doing this and what we actually do in the workshop. So again, this is the 55-gallon rain barrel, car wash, it's free. We've already pre-drilled the holes for this situation and also for the workshops if you would like to attend. But the first thing we have to do, we have to put this overflow bulkhead in, which will go and the hole's big enough anybody could stick their arm through, and put that in there into the hole that was already pre-drilled, and you just twist and tighten, and then Scott will go around. We can tighten it with the pliers, just to make sure that we're good and secure. And what most people do with this, since this is the overflow, say you're out of town one day, we get 3 to 4 inches of rain. You don't want your rainwater just to bubble out of the top of the rain barrel. So what we use and why we drilled this hole is because this way you can have 2 water hoses to your rain barrel. So we attach a water hose here, and you could lead it to anywhere in the yard. Whether it's to be water your grass or your flowers or a garden or some sorts. So we'll tighten that up. And then the next step will be to actually insert your spigot, which is at the bottom. And Scott actually came up with this little tool because obviously the hole is at the bottom of the rain barrel. All right, so this is the spigot, and we'll actually use this contraption that Scott designed to actually insert the spigot at the bottom of the rain barrel. So he'll stick that through there, and then I will hold I don't have that. I just have the screws. And then he will also tighten that, just kind of like we did at the top of the rain barrel and the overflow. You got to tighten that spigot on. There you go. Okay. So once you get that tightened, then you're going to make sure that it's tight as possible. So we just use regular pliers to tighten that with, just so we don't have any leaks. We can prevent that from happening. And then we will take our tool out, and there you go. And then now we also, this is the spigot. Scott had already put Teflon tape on the spigot. This is just another thing you can do to prevent small leaks. So easily we'll just screw on the spigot, and like I said, you can get the bulkheads, which is the overflow, and the spigots from hardware stores. These actually came from Amazon because I buy in bulk for our workshops. So, and these will run, I think these bulkheads were approximately $3, and then the spigots will run you anywhere from $10 to $14. So basically you have one of these barrels with total cost. Citizens get to walk out with a $25 barrel. And normally if you order these online or anywhere, now they're probably not as pretty as the ones that you'll buy. You'll see blue ones and things like that. But again, this is free. And you'll walk out making a barrel for like $25. So our next step, now that we've completed the overflow and the spigot, is to actually insert the screen. This is just to prevent mosquitoes, bugs, and everything else from getting in your water. We'll just use our drill, which is just a regular Phillips head, bit, and then screws that we bought, again, at our local hardware store. And we usually put about 4 to 5 screws in just to secure this. Now again, this screen may tear or something, but if you do buy your screen, it comes in a big round, so you should have plenty left over. But this is actually really tough, so you should not tear it. But again, while he's doing that, I'll just say a few words. We will be hosting more of these workshops. We have to collect the rain barrels. Usually we have about 18 to 20 people to attend these workshops. So once we get the rain barrels in, right now I think we're looking at, we have approximately 10. So we need 10 more in order to do a workshop. Then we'll kind of set a date, and we'll get that information out to citizens in Valdosta and Lowndes County, and it is offered for surrounding areas as well. And that is it. That is your rain barrel. It doesn't take long at all, like I said, and even to pre-drill these holes, it may take a few minutes to do. But again, this is really just a good way to bring in the citizens, get them involved, get them hands-on, and actually they get to walk out with something for free. And they're really excited. We've had a really good turnout and experience with these rain barrels and giving them away. I didn't think, whenever I first started, I only thought that we were going to be doing one workshop, and it kind of escalated, and we've got a lot of people involved and interested, and we definitely don't have a problem with people signing up and booking for the workshop. So again, that's a quick rundown on how we make our rain barrels, where we get our local hardware from, and again, we'll get the information out whenever we do our workshops.